Hello friends. What happens when the cool, electric mind of an Aquarius man meets the blazing, magnetic heart of a Leo woman? You get a cosmic collision, part wildfire, part lightning storm, all wrapped in a romance that feels as dramatic as it is unforgettable. Their compatibility is a dance of opposites, a tug of war between heart and intellect, spotlight and shadows, independence and devotion. Let's dive into this vibrant, fiery air mix and explore the layers that make their connection both thrilling and challenging. After watching, if you'd like to support the channel, click the Thanks button right under this video or use the donation alerts link in the description. Your support really helps me keep creating. And of course, if you enjoy the content, please give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks so much for being here. Now let's continue. Chemistry. Initial attraction. The very first spark between an Aquarius man and a Leo woman is impossible to ignore, but when explored in greater depth, it becomes clear that their initial chemistry is not just a spark, it's a full cosmic current humming with intrigue, admiration, tension, and a sense of recognition neither can immediately explain. He carries the kind of presence that doesn't try to impress anyone yet somehow ends up being the most fascinating person in the room. That natural, unpolished mystery draws attention without demanding it. His slightly distant demeanor doesn't signal disinterest. Instead, it hints at a rich inner world that he rarely allows others to enter. For a Leo woman, who instinctively gravitates toward authenticity and confidence, this quiet self-assurance is magnetic. It's not showy, it's not loud, it's simply there, steady and intriguing, making her wonder what thoughts are hidden behind his calm expression. She, on the other hand, radiates warmth the way the sun lights the sky. Her confidence is not just a personality trait, it's a force of nature. She walks into a room and instantly alters its atmosphere. Her laugh, her posture, her charm, the way she tells a story with her hands. She exudes a kind of golden energy that even the cool, introspective Aquarius cannot ignore. He watches her move through conversations with ease, connecting with people through sheer charisma, and he feels a quiet admiration that surprises him. He has seen confident people before, but Leo confidence is different. It isn't arrogance, it's presence. It isn't loudness, it's luminosity. Their attraction often begins with curiosity so deep it feels like gravity. The Leo woman wonders what fuels his unconventional mind. What makes him see the world from angles no one else notices? Why does he seem like he's always 2 steps ahead of everyone, his thoughts drifting into territories people rarely explore? How can someone be so mentally alive yet emotionally composed? And perhaps most of all, why does he seem perfectly content in his own orbit, not seeking validation, not seeking attention, simply existing in a world of ideas that both confuses and fascinates her? The Aquarius man, meanwhile, finds himself wondering how the Leo woman maintains such unstoppable self-assurance. What inner fire keeps her spirit so bright? How can she be so expressive and unapologetically herself? How does she command a room with more than just beauty, with presence, with voice, with a kind of heartfelt generosity that draws people in? She isn't simply confident, she's magnetic, and he admires anyone who refuses to dim their light for the comfort of others. Her boldness challenges his quiet detachment in a way that feels unexpectedly refreshing. He's drawn to her charisma not because she tries to impress him, but because she doesn't need to. She shines like a sunbeam even when she isn't trying. In a world where many people seek attention for the sake of being seen, Leo draws attention because she is impossible to overlook. It's authenticity wrapped in radiance. Aquarius values individuality above all else, and Leo expresses individuality with every word she speaks. That combination strikes him deeply. She's intrigued by his originality, the way he thinks differently, moves differently, speaks differently. He has an unpredictable rhythm, a mind that seems to wander between galaxies of thought unseen by most. He challenges her without even realizing it, offering perspectives she has never considered, asking questions that make her pause, and breaking through her assumptions with gentle ease. She loves a challenge, especially one wrapped in intelligence and mystery, and Aquarius provides exactly that. Not aggressively, not arrogantly, simply by being himself. When their eyes meet across a room, the moment stretches, not because of drama, but because of recognition. It's the kind of spark that feels like two people seeing each other and instinctively thinking, "What's your story?" It's a meeting of energies that shouldn't blend so naturally but somehow does. Fire and air, heat and coolness, sunshine and starlight, opposites that complement rather than collide in those early moments. Their first conversation deepens that spark. His humor is unexpected, dry, clever, slightly odd, but it makes her laugh in a way she didn't anticipate. Her warmth disarms him, reminding him what genuine enthusiasm feels like. She's impressed by his intelligence, but not intimidated. He's impressed by her boldness, but not overwhelmed. There's tension too, good tension. The kind that lingers in the space between them, in the pauses where a question isn't fully answered, in the moments where she leans in and he instinctively leans back, only to return with a thoughtful comment that pulls her closer again. It's an energetic push-pull that feels playful rather than frustrating. He's not like anyone she's met before. And she's not like anyone he's ever understood. And just like that, chemistry doesn't simply ignite. It begins weaving itself into the air around them, subtle yet powerful, setting the stage for a connection that neither expected but both feel drawn to explore. Emotional dynamics. Emotionally, these two speak different languages, and the depth of this difference becomes clearer the longer they interact. For an Aquarius man, emotions move like distant constellations, beautiful, intriguing, but never something he feels compelled to touch directly. He processes feelings the way a scientist dissects a theory, step by step, carefully, thoughtfully, always from a place of logic. When something upsets him, he retreats into his mind before he retreats anywhere physical. When something delights him, the reaction shows in the sparkle of his eyes rather than in dramatic gestures. He doesn't rush into emotional territory, doesn't overwhelm his partner with intensity, and rarely, almost never, wears his heart on his sleeve. Part of this is his nature, part of it is his survival strategy. He has spent a lifetime learning that emotional storms can be avoided with distance and clarity. To him, emotional control is safety. The Leo woman, however, lives in a completely different emotional climate. Her heart is not a constellation, it's a roaring, golden sun. She thrives on passion, warmth, and expressive love. Her emotions are immediate, honest, and boldly alive. When she loves out loud. When she's proud, she shows it. When she's hurt, the fire dims and the entire room can feel the difference. She wants affection she can feel, not just in words, but in gestures, in tone, in presence. She seeks loyalty she can trust completely, devotion that matches the energy she gives, and love that's both seen and heard. She believes emotions should be shared, not hidden, expressed, not analyzed. The contrast is striking. Her world is full of warmth, his world is full of cool reason. Her instinct is to open, his instinct is to guard. And this contrast, though fascinating, can quickly create frustration. She may feel he's too cold, too distant, too emotionally vague. His calm can feel like disinterest, his silence like avoidance, his logical responses like dismissal of her feelings. She might wonder why he doesn't match her intensity, why he hesitates to reveal his heart, why he processes emotions the way someone else might process mathematics. On his side, he may feel she's too demanding, too expressive, too overwhelming. Her passion can feel like pressure, her emotional needs like a tidal wave threatening to pull him into a depth he doesn't know how to navigate. Her expectations of constant emotional presence may confuse him. After all, he expresses love through consistency, not through grand displays. He may wonder why she needs so much reassurance, why she interprets his thoughtfulness as distance, why she expects emotional transparency he struggles to give. And yet, beneath these differences lies a powerful opportunity for growth, if they truly learn to understand each other. The secret is not in changing who they are, but in expanding who they can become through one another. When Leo teaches Aquarius the beauty of emotional vulnerability, something transformative happens. She shows him that sharing feelings is not weakness but connection. She teaches him that love doesn't need to be controlled, that expressing affection doesn't diminish independence, that allowing someone in doesn't mean losing himself. Through her warmth, he learns to open more, feel more, trust more. He begins to understand that vulnerability can be a bridge, not a threat. At the same time, Aquarius teaches Leo the power of emotional stability. He shows her that not every feeling requires immediate action, that calm can be just as powerful as passion, that emotional regulation doesn't suppress love, it strengthens it. Through his steadiness, she learns patience, grounding, and the value of stepping back before reacting. He helps her find clarity where fire might otherwise take over. His approach encourages her to build emotional resilience and cultivate a deeper sense of inner calm. Together, these lessons form a balance neither could achieve alone. Her fire softens his coolness steadies her fire. Their emotional dynamics become a dance, sometimes messy, sometimes beautiful, always meaningful. They learn to translate each other's emotional language, to meet in the middle, to understand that their differences are not barriers but complementary forces. And when they reach this understanding, they grow stronger together than they ever could apart. Long-term compatibility. Long-term, their relationship becomes a journey of balancing independence and devotion, but when we expand that journey fully, magnifying it to reveal every subtle emotional thread, every psychological layer, every cosmic tension that pulls them together or pushes them apart, it becomes clear that the long-term compatibility between an Aquarius man and a Leo woman is not just a matter of managing differences. It is a matter of transforming those differences into strength, resilience, and partnership that evolves year after year. For an Aquarius man, independence is not a luxury, it is his lifeblood. He needs freedom the way others need rest, consistently, naturally, instinctively. He thrives in open spaces, in ideas that stretch him beyond the present moment, in possibilities that exist just beyond the horizon. His mind is always reaching, toward the future, toward innovation, toward something that sparks curiosity. In the long term, he needs a relationship that allows this movement, this mental wandering, this personal space that lets him breathe. If he feels trapped, controlled, or restricted, he begins to lose his sense of self, and once that happens, the relationship begins to show cracks. The Leo woman, by contrast, needs reassurance like sunlight, warm, steady, life-giving. Her emotional world flourishes when her partner sees her, truly sees her, and doesn't shy away from acknowledging her value. She is radiant by nature, but her radiance grows even more powerful when it is reflected back to her from someone she loves. She wants warmth, consistency, devotion that doesn't waver when life gets difficult. She wants to feel chosen, not just once at the beginning, but again and again throughout the relationship. Her heart opens when she feels appreciated, and when that appreciation is present, she gives back tenfold. If Aquarius understands that reassurance does not equal restriction, and Leo understands that freedom does not equal emotional distance, they begin to find a rhythm that feels almost effortless. He gives her the space to shine, not because he feels obligated, but because he genuinely admires her power. He encourages her passions, supports her dreams, and lets her lead when her natural boldness calls her forward. She becomes his light, his inspiration, his reminder of what it means to live with passion rather than pure logic. And she gives him the courage to dream even bigger than he already does. Her confidence in him becomes a stabilizing force, lifting him when he doubts himself, energizing him when he retreats too far into his thoughts. Aquarius may be a visionary, but Leo gives his visions fire, purpose, direction, and emotional motivation. Her presence in his life turns abstract ideas into real possibilities. Loyalty becomes their anchor. Both value it deeply, though they express it differently. Aquarius is loyal in a way that is calm, steady, and quietly powerful. He does not commit easily, but when he does, it is with his whole being. He stands by his partner not through dramatic displays but through consistency, through showing up, through supporting her independence, through never betraying the trust she gives him. Leo's loyalty is fierce, bold, unmistakable. She protects her partner, defends him, celebrates him, and stands with him through struggles with unshakable devotion. Her loyalty is visible in every gesture, every word, every moment of support. When these two expressions of loyalty meet, they create a bond that feels secure, grounded, and emotionally rich. Trust becomes the foundation they build on. If trust is built early, before misunderstandings have the chance to settle into patterns, it can grow into something nearly unbreakable. Aquarius needs to trust that Leo will not suffocate him emotionally. Leo needs to trust that Aquarius will not disappear behind emotional walls. When both feel safe, they settle into a long-term dynamic that feels natural, comforting, and deeply rewarding. Over time, they often become a power couple, not because they try to appear powerful, but because their combined strengths naturally elevate them. She inspires him to own his brilliance, to step into leadership roles he might otherwise avoid. He inspires her to broaden her vision, to think beyond the present moment, to dream not just of personal success but of impact, legacy, meaning. Together, they become a team with purpose, creative, bold, innovative, and passionate. Their long-term compatibility thrives when they embrace the idea that they are not meant to blend into one another but to complement each other. His cool logic steadies her fiery passion. Her emotional warmth softens his intellectual distance. His independence helps her grow in confidence. Her devotion helps him grow in emotional depth. They expand each other. They challenge each other. They strengthen each other. In the long run, Aquarius and Leo can build a partnership that stands the test of time, not because they are perfect, but because they choose to understand, adapt, communicate, and support one another's growth. They become not just lovers, but partners, allies, co-creators in a shared life that feels bigger, richer, and more powerful than what either could build alone. Communication conflict resolution. Communication can be both their greatest strength and biggest challenge, and when we magnify this dynamic to its fullest depth, we see a beautifully complex interplay of temperament, emotional wiring, and instinctual reaction. The Aquarius man communicates like a calm river, steady, rational, deliberate. His words are chosen thoughtfully, his tone even, his approach grounded in logic rather than emotion. To him, communication is about clarity, understanding, and the exchange of ideas. He speaks calmly and logically, sometimes too logically, to the point where his emotional neutrality can feel like emotional absence. He analyzes problems instead of reacting to them, and while this gives him impressive control, it sometimes deprives the Leo woman of the emotional engagement she needs. The Leo woman communicates like a flame, warm, expressive, bright, and unmistakably alive. She speaks passionately and directly, sometimes too loudly, but always with sincerity. Her voice carries her heart. Her emotions often come through before her thoughts have fully formed. She believes communication should be honest and open, not restrained. She wants clarity too, but she also wants connection, tone, expression, warmth, presence. Where Aquarius speaks to understand, Leo speaks to feel understood. Her intensity is not anger, it is passion, the way her heart refuses to be muted. Conflicts arise when these two worlds collide. She feels ignored when his tone lacks warmth or when he pauses too long before responding. His logical approach can feel cold, dismissive, detached. She may interpret his calmness as a lack of care, a lack of urgency, or a lack of emotional investment. On the other side, he feels pressured when her passion comes across as force or when her emotional intensity overwhelms his desire for peace and space. What she sees as heartfelt expression, he sometimes sees as emotional chaos. What she calls honesty, he may label as drama. But something beautiful happens when they decide to truly listen, not just to the words, but to the intention behind them. When Aquarius listens deeply, he realizes that Leo's passion comes from love, not confrontation. Her intensity is her commitment, her way of showing she cares. He learns to offer more warmth, to soften his tone, to use words that acknowledge her feelings instead of simply addressing the situation. He begins to understand that logic alone won't resolve everything. Sometimes she needs to feel held, not just heard. Leo, in turn, learns the value of stepping back to breathe. She sees that his silence isn't distance, it's processing. His calmness isn't indifference, it's an attempt to keep harmony. When she listens without assuming, she becomes gentler, more patient, more mindful of how her fire affects his air. She discovers that giving him space during conflict allows him to return to her more open, more affectionate, more willing to engage without shutting down. Neither stays angry for long. Leo dislikes lingering negativity. It dims her warmth, disrupts her inner harmony, and feels unnatural to her spirit. She wants resolution, reconnection, and emotional closure. Aquarius hates emotional chaos. It drains him mentally, destabilizes him, and disrupts his sense of equilibrium. He seeks clarity, not conflict, and wants peace restored as quickly as possible. Their best resolutions happen when they meet halfway, his logic, her heart, creating a harmony neither could achieve alone. When he provides structure and clarity, and she brings compassion and emotional awareness, they form a communication style that is honest, balanced, and surprisingly effective. He helps her articulate her feelings more calmly. She helps him express his feelings more openly. Over time, they develop a unique conflict resolution rhythm. He listens longer before responding. She softens her tone before speaking. He explains his thoughts more clearly. She shares her emotions more gently. They begin to anticipate misunderstandings before they happen, shifting from reactive communication to preventive connection. And in those moments when tensions flare, they remember that they are not opponents. They are partners learning to speak in a shared language built from two completely different emotional dialects. In the long run, their communication becomes one of the most transformative aspects of their relationship. It pushes both to evolve. It teaches him emotional courage. It teaches her emotional patience. And together, they create a relationship where conflicts don't break them. They shape them into stronger, wiser, more loving versions of themselves. Physical intimate connection. Their physical chemistry is bold, magnetic, and uniquely expressive, but when explored in far greater depth, it becomes clear that the intimate connection between an Aquarius man and a Leo woman is not simply about attraction. It is an evolving dance of energy, curiosity, emotional discovery, and the merging of two very different romantic temperaments. Leo brings fire, sensuality, passion, confidence, and a natural instinct for closeness that feels warm, generous, and unmistakably vibrant. Aquarius brings surprise, creativity, experimentation, unpredictability, and a mental spark that turns physical moments into something imaginative and emotionally intriguing. When these two come together, intimacy becomes a blend of warmth and adventure, a fusion of heart and mind that neither has experienced with anyone else. Leo's physical presence is powerful. She doesn't just express affection, she radiates it through touch, through closeness, through the way she embraces with her whole being. Her passion is not something she hides or tempers. It flows naturally, wrapping her partner in an atmosphere of devotion and sensual confidence. She treats intimacy as an extension of emotion, another language through which she can express love, admiration, and connection. With her, physical closeness feels like stepping into a world made of sunlight, where every gesture carries intention and every moment feels meaningful. Aquarius approaches intimacy differently, but just as intensely in his own way. To him, closeness is rooted in curiosity. What does connection feel like when it deepens? How can moments be shared in new, unexpected ways? How can he merge emotion with creativity to create experiences that are memorable, personal, and deeply felt? His unpredictability does not come from inconsistency but from imagination. He enjoys exploring emotional layers, discovering new forms of closeness, and approaching intimacy with an inventive, often refreshing openness. Where Leo brings passion, Aquarius brings a kind of playful intellectual electricity. Together, their physical connection becomes a dynamic interplay, her fire warming his cool air, his imagination fueling her passion. She teaches him to feel, not just think. She brings him into the present moment, grounding him in sensation, heart, and emotional awareness. With her, he discovers the beauty of expressing affection not just through ideas or gestures but through presence, touch, and warmth. She softens him, gently guiding him into emotional expression that he might otherwise hold back. He teaches her to explore, not only physically, but emotionally and psychologically. He invites her into experiences that go beyond routine passion and into realms of deeper connection, intellectual intimacy, and shared vulnerability. With him, she discovers playfulness, creativity, and the delight of spontaneity in romantic life. His openness to experimentation encourages her to break free from predictable patterns and embrace the thrill of discovery. This pairing rarely gets boring. Both enjoy pushing boundaries, not in a reckless way, but in a way that expresses trust, curiosity, and the desire to grow together. Leo loves depth and intensity. Aquarius loves innovation and novelty. These qualities blend into a physical relationship that evolves constantly, becoming richer as they learn more about each other. Their intimacy becomes a living, breathing element of the relationship, changing, expanding, and deepening with time. When trust and communication between them are strong, their connection grows into a deep, electrifying bond that feels both playful and profound. Trust is essential. Leo needs to feel emotionally safe to express her full warmth, while Aquarius needs to feel intellectually and personally free to explore without judgment. When these conditions are met, something extraordinary happens. Their physical closeness becomes symbolic of their emotional journey, two opposites learning to merge without losing themselves. Their bond is not just physical, it becomes emotional, spiritual, and intellectual all at once. She makes him braver in matters of the heart. He makes her more adventurous in matters of the soul. Together, their intimate world becomes a place of safety, creativity, laughter, mystery, and affection. A world shaped by fire and air, passion and imagination, where each encounter strengthens their connection in ways neither could have anticipated alone. This is what makes their physical and intimate connection so unique. It is not static, not predictable, not repetitive. It is alive, woven from the combined energy of a vibrant Leo heart and a brilliant Aquarius mind, creating a love that glows brightly and evolves endlessly. Shared values, life goals. Despite their differences, Aquarius and Leo share essential values that run far deeper than surface-level compatibility, and when expanded fully, these shared foundations reveal why their connection has the potential to last, evolve, and influence both their lives and the world around them. At first glance, they seem to live in completely different emotional climates, one ruled by fire, the other by air, but underneath those contrasting elements lies a powerful alignment in what they believe, what they strive for, and what they hope to create in the long term. Loyalty is one of the most defining values for both signs, though they express it in different emotional languages. For Leo, loyalty is fierce, bold, and unmistakable. She stands by the people she loves with a regal sense of devotion, protecting them, supporting them, and believing in them even when they doubt themselves. Her loyalty is visible. It's in her words, her gestures, the way she shows up without hesitation. For Aquarius, loyalty is quieter but equally strong. His loyalty comes from consistency, from being reliable in his own unique way, from standing by the principles and people he believes in. He may not express devotion with dramatic gestures, but he expresses it through unwavering presence. Once he commits with his whole mind, and for Aquarius, the mind is sacred. Together, they create a partnership where loyalty becomes the unshakable backbone of their relationship. Authenticity is another shared value that binds them. Leo is unapologetically herself, bold, expressive, vibrant. She values honesty, emotional transparency, and the courage to be seen exactly as she is. She refuses to dim her light for anyone, and she admires those who embrace their individuality without fear. Aquarius shares this value, not through emotional expression, but through intellectual authenticity. He admires people who think for themselves, who challenge norms, who choose originality over conformity. He respects Leo's honesty and her boldness, and she respects his independence and his refusal to follow the crowd. Together, they create a space where neither has to pretend. Their authenticity becomes a mutual source of admiration and trust. Personal freedom is essential for both, though it manifests differently. Aquarius needs freedom of thought, freedom of movement, freedom to explore ideas without restriction. He cannot thrive in a relationship that feels emotionally suffocating or overly structured. His freedom allows him to stay connected, engaged, and intellectually alive. Leo needs freedom in a different sense. She needs the freedom to express herself, to pursue her passions, to shine publicly without being held back. She wants a partner who understands her need for excitement, creativity, and personal purpose. Together, they find that freedom does not pull them apart, it gives them room to breathe, grow, and return to one another with even more love and appreciation. Both Aquarius and Leo share a deep desire to make an impact, though they approach this desire from different angles. Leo aims to inspire the world through bold action and presence. She wants to lead, to influence, to inspire through her courage and charisma. She wants her legacy to be visible, something people remember, something that changes lives through emotion, strength, and example. Aquarius aims to change the world through innovation and ideas. He seeks progress, transformation, solutions. His legacy is intellectual, humanitarian, visionary. While Leo leads through heart, Aquarius leads through mind, and together, their combined approach becomes a powerful force for positive change. Their life goals may take different forms, but they complement each other beautifully. She encourages him to step into the spotlight, to speak up, to share his ideas with the world, to realize that brilliance deserves an audience. Aquarius often hides his gifts behind humility or introversion, and Leo reminds him that his voice matters, that his ideas can inspire just as fiercely as her actions. He encourages her to think beyond herself, not in a limiting way, but in an expansive one. He helps her see the bigger picture, the global impact, the deeper meaning behind her ambitions. With Aquarius by her side, Leo's purpose becomes more grounded, more visionary, more impactful. Together, they form a team capable of influencing people on a grand scale, not because they seek power, but because their combined strengths create something magnetic and meaningful. She brings warmth, passion, leadership, and presence. He brings intellect, creativity, innovation, and clarity. She touches hearts, he expands minds. Together, they create a legacy that reaches both emotional and intellectual realms. Their shared values and life goals make them more than lovers, they become partners in growth, in purpose, in influence. Their relationship becomes a fusion of fire and air that fuels creativity, ambition, connection, and positive transformation. And while they may express their dreams differently, the direction of their souls is the same: forward, upward, outward, toward a life that is meaningful, authentic, and deeply impactful. Final thoughts. The compatibility between an Aquarius man and a Leo woman is a cosmic paradox, challenging yet deeply rewarding, fiery yet cool, unpredictable yet strangely fated. And when this idea is expanded fully, examined through every emotional layer and psychological complexity, it becomes clear that their connection is not simply an attraction of opposites, it is a merging of two powerful archetypes who are destined to learn from, challenge, and elevate each other. They are opposite signs on the zodiac wheel, and that's exactly what makes their relationship so powerful. Opposites in astrology are never accidental. They are complementary forces designed to awaken dormant parts of each other. Where Leo leads with emotion, Aquarius leads with intellect. Where Leo radiates warmth, Aquarius radiates clarity. Where Leo commands the physical world, Aquarius navigates the mental and spiritual. Together, they create harmony not by being alike, but by being different in ways that complete one another. Leo teaches Aquarius to feel. She pulls him gently, but persistently, out of his mind and into his heart. She shows him the beauty of vulnerability, the value of emotional expression, the power of affection that is bold and unapologetic. She teaches him that love is not something to analyze but something to experience. Under her influence, he learns to connect more deeply, to open more willingly, to express what he usually hides behind logic. She warms him, softens him, awakens the emotional courage that lies beneath his thoughtful exterior. Aquarius teaches Leo to think. He gives her perspective, helps her see beyond immediate emotion, encourages her to explore ideas, and challenges her assumptions in ways that make her grow. He brings out her curiosity, broadens her worldview, and inspires her to consider not just how she feels, but why she feels it. Through him, she discovers that strength isn't only found in passion, it's also found in reflection, understanding, and the ability to pause before reacting. He tempers her fire without dimming it, helping her channel her brilliance with greater purpose. Together, They become a blend of passion and brilliance, heart and mind, fire and air. Their connection is not simple, because simple connections rarely evolve. Their love is dynamic, filled with sparks, depth, discovery, and growth that continues long after the first attraction fades. They challenge each other, yes, but they also inspire each other in ways no other sign can. Their relationship becomes a journey of self-discovery as much as it is a journey of love. When they choose each other, not out of need, but out of genuine admiration, their connection becomes the kind of love story that burns bright, transforms deeply, and refuses to fade. Aquarius does not choose lightly, and neither does Leo. But when these two choose one another, it is because they recognize something rare. Someone who sees the world from a completely different angle, and yet pushes them to become more themselves than they have ever been. Their love becomes a force of evolution, one that stretches across emotional and intellectual realms. This is not a relationship built on convenience. It is built on fascination, on challenge, on mutual respect, and on the intuitive understanding that their differences are not weaknesses, they are gifts. Leo's fire gives Aquarius warmth. Aquarius's air gives Leo direction. They are students and teachers to one another, mirrors and opposites, partners and explorers. If nurtured with patience, respect, and mutual understanding, this pairing can become one of the most unforgettable unions in the zodiac. They must learn to communicate openly, respect each other's emotional styles, and embrace the unique ways they experience love. But when they do, they create a relationship that is electric, purposeful, and deeply transformative. Their love becomes a legacy, something that leaves an impression not only on each other, but on the world they create together. In the end, the Aquarius man and Leo woman don't just fall in love, they ignite something extraordinary. A connection that challenges them, changes them, strengthens them, and ultimately becomes one of the brightest, boldest, and most compelling love stories the zodiac has to offer.